Hello, hello, hello. So let's see how many people came to hang out over here. We're on YouTube now, and I can add people to our live stream. So I have the issue on Instagram that for whatever reason, when I go live on the EWA account, it doesn't allow me to add anyone without the sound disappearing. So I'm trying to offer us an opportunity here because a lot of people want to come and chat. And this gives us the opportunity. So let's see who shows up, who all is here. I'm trying to find my comments. There we go. 3 people here so far. Anybody else wanting to join? 4 people. Let's see who else will come and show up. And if you want to go live with me, let me do this. I think it was that I just do this, copy that, put it in the comments. So all you got to do, if you would like to join me, I have chocolate all over my keyboard. That's not good. All you got to do is click on this, and it should be pretty easy. You need to have your camera set up. You need to have the sound set up. But all you got to do is click there. Click there, and you can join me pretty easily. You'll pop up down here, and I can see you, and we can chat and go live together, and you can tell me about how it is for you to learn English, questions that I think are interesting, how long you've been learning English, where did you learn it, what was your experience like in school, what do you think is missing? I'm looking for tips that you can give us so that we can find a nice sort of exchange here, because everybody has had different experiences. For me, the whole flashcard method, hello to you. So Sid, is your name Sid? Am I saying that correctly? Please correct me. So whoever would like to join me, hello, Dudu, hello. So if you want to join me, click the link right there, and you will pop up down here. I will be able to see you, and I can add you, and you can tell me about your language learning experience. Otherwise, if you're like, no, I'm here just to hang out, I don't want to go live with you, Jen, also not a problem, then maybe you can write into the comments here. We've talked about it already, but what is something that you found useful for learning English? Hello, Karina, darling. Hello, Renee. Unfortunately, I'd like to participate, but unfortunately, I'm still at my workplace. No stress, no stress. You can participate in the comments. That's also a great place to participate. What would you say is a top tip that you have for learning English? And I see that Elena is here, or Elena will learn. So, darling, your camera's not working? I don't see you. Can you maybe switch on your camera? I will try to add you now, but it would be nice to be able to see you. So let's see. I'm going to try to add you. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Can you turn on your camera so we can see you, or would you prefer to have it?
I'm trying.
No worries. Take your time. Hello, Lorena again. Hello, Yuki again. You'd like to join in? Oh, cool. Yay, Yuki. Hello.
Hello.
I don't think we've ever met, have we?
No, I was minutes again in EWA.
Cool. Okay, awesome. And then you popped over here.
Yeah.
Nice. So are you new to the EWA community?
Yes.
Okay.
Like 1 month.
Perfect. Okay. And do you have the app, or are you just on Instagram?
No, just in Instagram.
Okay. Okay. And which lessons have you attended so far?
With you today and the 2 weeks ago.
Okay. So 2 weeks ago with me.
Yes.
So I guess that was New Year's, right? Or like 2024.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. That lesson. So am I pronouncing your name correctly? Elena or Elena?
Elena.
Elena. Okay. And where do you live?
I live in Canada right now,
okay.
But I'm from Colombia.
Ah, nice. Okay. How long have you been in Canada?
2 months.
Oh, wow. Oh, gosh. How are you doing?
And yeah, it's too cold for me.
Yeah.
And I live right now with my child. He is studying here.
Okay.
And it's difficult for me.
I know.
I'm feeling alone.
I know. I know this feeling so well. When I moved to Germany, this feeling of just like, it can be so overwhelming. And I think to move to a place in winter and it's dark and cold and you're from a warm, sunny place, that's very, very hard.
Yeah, but it's okay. I have right now my permanent resident. I need come here. Yeah,
Okay.
and it's
Okay.
okay.
Okay. Okay. So it's a small sacrifice.
Yeah.
Okay. And so your English is really good. So I take it you came to Canada already with knowing some English.
I don't think so. My English is good.
I,
I'm trying to speak with another people, and I don't know what it say.
okay. Okay. So you don't understand. So
Yeah, I understand almost all.
okay.
Yeah, but
Okay.
when I try to speak, it's difficult for me.
Okay. But I mean, if you can understand, then I think the speaking should also be okay. It sounds like it's nerves, like, I don't want to make a mistake, or, what are people going to say? So, because I think understanding, you should also be able to speak. So,
Okay.
but so let's think of some things, and maybe in our comments section as well. What are some ways that we can help Elena to be able to feel more relaxed with her language? What are some things that you can do to take the pressure off of yourself? What can you do?
Okay. I don't know. I'm really I don't know.
Okay, one suggestion that I would have would be to actually do these shadowing practices, because a lot of the times.
Shadowing? What is?
Okay, so shadowing is when you watch a short video.
Okay.
Okay, you watch it with the subtitles,
Okay.
and you just listen and you read along, and you just listen and read along, and maybe do that 2 or 3 times. And then you listen and you repeat when the subtitles come up.
Okay.
And then it's just giving you the opportunity to practice using the language. A lot of times today we have the ability to listen and to watch but speaking sometimes not. And in my opinion, if you understand people, it's a confidence thing. And this will help you because you're speaking different words and reading and using the language. And you can also record yourself, so you can hear how you sound. And on YouTube, I offer in the video section of my account about 13 lessons where you can practice. And I think if you do some of those, it will help for you to be able to gain the confidence, because it's just practicing the muscles that speak these words, right? Hearing ourselves. And I think that would help to build your confidence.
Okay. Okay. I'm trying.
Yeah, and let me know what you think, how you feel about it, and if it helps. I think you have a good accent. Yes, right, exactly, right. Miriam says that she thinks that you have a good accent, and you should keep going.
Okay. Thank you.
So, did you learn English in school in Colombia?
No. I live in United States in New Jersey.
Okay.
20 years ago.
Okay.
And I learned English in that time.
Okay.
But I don't study.
Okay.
Only with converse with people and in my work. Yeah, but when I come back to Colombia, never practice English again.
You're a natural talent. Wow.
Yeah.
Oh my God. 100%. Oh my goodness. Seriously. Really impressive. I mean, because how long were you in the United States?
For 4 years.
Okay. And you worked in the United States and had to speak English every day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And later I need to go to Colombia again. Yeah, come back and never speaking English again. Yeah, for 20 years, and
Wow.
now I stay in Canada with this opportunity, and I say, oh my God, I forgot my English.
It's like riding a bike. It is definitely like it's a little wobbly at first. The more you practice, it's going to come to you. Seriously, don't put so much pressure on yourself. Cut yourself a little bit of slack. I mean, really, 4 years of English, went back to Colombia, there for, I don't know if your son is in school. Is he at university or high school?
In university.
So that was probably 20 years ago,
Yeah.
18 to 20, right? So, I mean, wow, you're doing a good job. You understand. It's just this matter of practicing. Do you have a community college in your area?
No, I don't think so.
We're well, okay. Right, let's write me on Instagram, and let's Google together and see if we can find a community college, because maybe you can get enrolled in a conversation class for non-native speakers, and that would be a wonderful opportunity to get to know people and to have a little bit of extra help. Or maybe Meetup. Do you know Meetup, the app? Here, I'll write it in the comments.
Yeah. I know that. Yeah.
Yeah. So that would be an awesome opportunity as well to be able to, yeah, just get
Yeah.
out, meet people, use the language, and build your confidence. It's definitely a confidence thing.
Okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you for all your. I don't know what is the word for your tips.
Yeah, no problem. My pleasure. And I appreciate you being confident enough to come and join me and to share your experience, because I think a lot of people are in the same boat. A lot of people on my account who come regularly, they're really good in English, but sometimes speaking is where the confidence is lacking. So you can, I'm going to do this kind of live stream every Wednesday, or Tuesday, sorry, every Tuesday after our lesson on EWA. So if you want to come, I'm going to make it so it's specific to the topic that we're talking about that week. So you can learn to express yourself. I can add other people and we can have a nice little conversation going. So this is also an opportunity to practice.
Okay, thank you. Thank
I
you so
appreciate
much.
it so much, my dear. Have a wonderful day and congratulations for your move to Canada, and hang in there. I know the feeling of being new in a country. Ugh. It's exciting and scary and everything at once.
Yeah, it's all things at the same time.
I hear you.
Okay,
Take
thank
care.
you.
Thank you very much. Have a great day. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Everyone.
So if anybody else would like to come and share their language learning experience with me, I would love to hear from you. So let's see. So Renee says she lives in an English-speaking country, so I would suggest a small talk with as many people as she can. Right. Get into conversations with everyone. And Canadians are so nice. They're very nice. So it's not like being in a country where speaking to people who you don't know is strange. They're way more welcoming than in maybe some other countries. Always speaking and thinking aloud. Great tips, guys. So I have two Lorenas, Lorena Mazneri and Alonzo. Hi, Elena. I feel the same way because I have been living in the United States for 1 month. You can do it. Oh, wonderful. Would you come and chat with me? I want to hear about your experience. Elena, Jen's shadowing is excellent, but if you aren't fluent like me, remember to slow the speed. Thank you for the tip, Michaela. Thank you, my dear. And thank you also for adding your extra tip with the shadowing exercise. I need to write you back, but thank you. It was really good. It was with a phrasal verb as well. So thank you. Let's see. So, hey, Tony, welcome. I see Yuki, you're all ready to go. I can see you in my little window here. I'll grab you. Hello. Hi, Yuki, dear.
Hi. Hi, Jen.
Hi, sweetie. So how are you doing today?
Well, it's it's so cold today outside. It's snowy outside, and I haven't going outside. It's too cold to go out, so I was just staying at home and just chilling,
Okay.
chilling in front of the
Oh yeah. Oh
fire
yeah.
stove.
Yes. And what's the temperature?
Uh,
I think we're frozen for a second. Let's see what's going
it's I don't know. It's about a -6 or
on.
8 right now.
Oh. I think our connection is not so good. Okay, so -6 to -8, I think you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. If you don't mind, I have a couple questions with you for about learning English.
Mm-hmm.
You were saying that as a kid you studied English, right?
Yeah.
So what age was that?
I really don't remember, but I think about 6 or so.
Very early then.
Yeah.
Okay. And you have good memories of that.
Mm-hmm. The I was taking a very basic kids English class, and the teacher was so kids friendly teacher,
Yeah.
and she taught us that lots of English song, and then we played a lots of flashcard with a very fun paints and art, comics on the cards.
Okay. Mhm.
And yeah, we had so many fun activity in English.
And so then, so at 6, you went to the children friendly, the child friendly
Mm-hmm.
English class, and then after that, then when did you learn English in school?
The You mean the officially
So,
the,
yeah.
the Japanese school at that time? Japanese school started to teach English at the junior high.
Okay.
So
So
it's about 12 years old. But
okay.
nowadays, the school started to teach in a elementary school, so much younger.
Okay.
Maybe, yeah, it's 8 or 9, I think.
And what would you say the education was like when you were in middle school?
The more concentrate to reading and writing.
Okay.
Not so many spoken English at school, and we had to study grammar most.
Right.
And most of the teacher doesn't speak English. They know how to read and how to write, but they do not know how to speak. So their pronunciation was horrible.
Okay. All right. And was that then sort of demotivating in a way, or what did that make you feel like?
Well, I personally was learning English at before the school start to teach English. So
Right.
I was more like a speaking and a listening person than
Okay.
grammar person.
Right.
So
Yeah.
for me, the school English was really boring.
Yeah. Yeah.
And and it was very scary because I had to speak very correct English, correct grammar, correct English. So I felt that that memory killed a lot of people's fun of spoken English, using English, because they started afraid making a mistake.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, the school teacher forced us to speak perfect English. So that wasn't a very good class, I think. I
Yeah.
don't know right now. Because I know mm, nowadays the school offers the native speaker teacher.
Okay.
every week.
Right.
So they might have more fun class with a easy
Easy
conversation.
go. Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I mean, like I said in our live stream, I have so many students that come to me that are traumatized actually, excuse me, from learning a language, usually English, where they had these old school teachers that were just boring and strict and unkind. And especially when learning a language, then it's so important to have a teacher that's understanding and warm and like, make mistakes, let's figure it out, let's do it together. But in our day and age, it wasn't that way. You know, it was more like,
because the baby and the small kids do not study grammar at first. They start learning language from listening and speaking.
right.
So making grammar is so important. The grammar is important, but the first thing, the language is a communication tool. So we have to we have to speak and use more than using a correct grammar, I think.
Yeah. I agree. I agree. It needs to be more fun. And I know you lived some time in the United States. How prepared were you for moving there with the language that you had from school?
I was going to the English ESL at first. Then I was taking a few months English ESL class at the beginning. Then I moved to the college and the university.
Okay. You moved to studying at the university. Wow. Okay. Then you were pretty prepared. I'm going to add Alessio. Alessio, can you hear us? Can you give us a thumbs up? I'm going to see if I can add him as well and see how he can compare Italian education. Ooh, hello.
Hi, Jen.
Hey,
how you doing?
I see you driving in your car.
Yeah, I was driving. Just stopped now, a few minutes ago.
Okay.
How you doing? What?
I'm well. I'm well. I hope you are too.
Yeah, I'm doing good.
And Yuki's here with us, and she was talking about like learning in Japan, learning a language.
Yeah.
And I see Lorena was saying that the same in Italy, that the teachers were pretty strict and focused on grammar and couldn't really speak. Was that the same for your situation with learning?
Yeah, that's our problem, because also my daughter, I asked my daughter about that, and he said that it's just for grammar and listening.
Yeah.
And but regarding speaking, there is nothing. Zero.
Okay.
So it becomes complicated for them also, pronunciation and and to be able to speak, also to say really basic stuff. It's really complicated for them.
It's the same in Germany. And you would think in the 21st century that schools would kind of get with a program that, it doesn't need to be focused only on grammar and learning vocabulary. The kids need to use the language. Yeah. And building the confidence. I remember my son's friends had infinitely more English than I had ever had German, and they were scared to speak to me in English. I'm like, what? You're so much more educated than I am. Come and let me be lazy. I want to speak English with you. But everybody was super scared to do so. Do you find that your daughter is scared to speak English, or is she okay with it?
I believe, a little bit scared, but I thought that her book is much more better than
really?
the book. Yeah.
The textbook.
They're really
okay.
Yeah, because I took a look and it was really interesting. Yeah, it's much more better than it is not just grammar, but there are stories. So with explanation, yeah, and I think that the theory is much better. But yeah, of course, then you have to speak out loud.
Yeah.
She started also working on Duolingo.
Okay.
In order to be able to a little bit speak. I told her, yeah, but you have to do out loud. And it's, out loud, it's a bit difficult for her. I don't know if she's shy or in front of me or,
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, it can be.
Maybe you can try to find some shadowing exercises for her that are more geared towards kids. So maybe if you take a look on YouTube and do shadowing exercise kids, then maybe there'll be short little stories that are fun for her that she can practice, and she can do that on her own maybe.
Yeah. Actually, her preferred language is French. So in French, she's really, she want to learn a lot. And
Nice.
I think that French is a little bit more similar than Italian.
Really?
It's like some words are pretty similar, and maybe it's easier for her.
Okay.
Or I don't know. Oh yeah. On the other side, I would say maybe it's because I'm studying English and learning English, and dad is learning English, so I don't want to learn English.
Of course. Why would you do the same thing? Mario is saying, is it possible for her to change the language?
No, at the medium class, they are not able. In the high school, they can choose the kind of language, I guess.
Okay.
It depends. For example, in the classic school, they give you the chance to choose between English, I think, is for sure. Then you can choose between Deutsch and Spain. One of them.
Dutch, like Netherlands, or Deutsch?
No. Deutschland. Yeah.
German. Okay.
German. Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
And and the school give the guys also the chance to go abroad for 1 or 2 weeks. It depends.
Nice.
To practice the language.
Okay.
Yeah, that's nice. That's cool. Yeah.
Very nice. Yuki, in Japan, how many years of a foreign language do students have to learn?
About 6 years.
Wow.
But minimum is 3, I think.
Okay. All right.
Nowadays, maybe a little bit more. I don't know. I don't have a kid, so I don't know the recent education system. But when I was a kid, from junior high, 3 years, and the high school 3 years. That is a regular years of studying English.
Okay. And is that the same for you, Alessio, in Italy? How many years do you have to learn?
Yeah. They started from the elementary school. Okay. So at the end of the day, it will be 3 plus 5 plus, more than 10 years practicing. Because, and I guess that I don't know if at the end of the medium school, they have to give a presentation in English, if I remember well.
Yeah.
They know the topic, so they have the time to prepare something, and but at least it's a first step. For sure.
Wow. I'm Googling right now because I'm curious, because in my day and age, back in the Stone Age, We only had to learn 2 years of a foreign language. That's it.
Oh,
So I don't know if it's changed, but I'm trying to look and see. So yes, so in total, many students learn a foreign language, this is in the United States, from 2 to 6 years, depending on when they start and how far they continue. So most high schools require 1 to 2 years of a foreign language. It's the same thing. So yeah,
yeah.
only one
Let's
to two
say,
years.
let's say that they practice, but it's just one or two times a week, 1 hour. So it's not so much.
Oh yeah.
And
Okay. Right.
yeah.
Okay. So it's not a lot of time, but I like in Germany, it's the same where kids learn as of like around the fourth grade or so, they start learning a little bit of English in a very, like you, Yuki, with songs and flashcards and things like that. And then when they get into the fifth grade, then they start learning officially, but then it's like maybe a couple of hours a week. But then they go all the way to the 13th grade and learning at least one foreign language, typically 2 foreign languages. So it's, yeah, a lot more intense than in the United States. And I see here Mario saying in Brazil, we have English for 8 to 9 years, but it's terrible in public education. Yeah, I know. I hear you.
Yeah, but Jen, nowadays it's much more easier than when we were kids. I mean, there was nothing to study, and rather than just book and the grammar book for school. Nowadays you open the I don't know, some application or social media, and there is a lot of stuff. If you want to learn, you learn.
You do.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Going to the EVAR or the Instagram.
Yeah, a lot.
Instagram and Jen's Live. Yeah, we have so many opportunity to learn English.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's true. You have your favorite celebrity or favorite musician. You can follow them, and if they're foreign, then you can listen to what they have to say. You're way more inspired and way more interesting to learn nowadays. We had the record player, Lorena wrote. Yeah. The record player and a cassette. You know, like lots of books came with a cassette. Have to rewind it to the right spot and hope to get to the right spot. Ay.
Yeah.
The kids, they have no idea how easy they have it.
Yeah.
Right. For Japanese people, we use Chinese character and Japanese alphabet, as I told you, and
yes, 3.
The Chinese number of the Chinese character is a million, I think, and even now I have so many Chinese character I wouldn't understand. I wouldn't be able to write or read. So for Japanese people, learning language, even the mother tongue, is a whole life study.
Okay. It's that complicated.
Life work.
Right. Okay. So like learning English was super easy.
Yeah, compared to learning Japanese, I think the English is much more simple.
Yeah. Alessio, do you speak another foreign language?
No. Just I would like to learning Spanish. Next language, but no, for the moment I have to go ahead, go on with English.
But is this? Are you? I mean, we're going to talk about this tomorrow. I hope you'll be able to join. But are you learning English more for work or for pleasure, or something in between?
In between, yeah. Okay. I started for work because I have to communicate with American guys, and but then I started talking with guys on the beach in English. So it's for everything nowadays.
For everything.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
kind of the connecting language for everyone
Yeah,
somehow.
it's very amazing. Yeah. But
So
they
do you,
have, yeah, the American guys are used to use a lot of idioms uh, and also phrasal verbs. So it's a bit complicated. It's they say that it's not a rocket science, but I don't know.
Yuki, and everyone in our crowd too. Like today, somebody wrote in the comments saying, do we really need phrasal verbs? And no, you can get by in English definitely without idioms and without phrasal verbs. But it's usually that one little thing that helps your English. You don't learn a lot of that in school English. The phrasal verbs and the idioms and stuff, but these are what people use in everyday spoken English, right?
I totally agree. Yeah, the phrasal and verbs are very important and useful to communicate with native, especially with native people.
Yeah,
I think.
right.
Yeah.
It's sometimes like using a specific word just sounds unnatural. It sounds too like, yeah. But I understand like there's lots of them, and that's why I try to like condense it and make it topic specific. So I hope that it's easier to somehow absorb in a way than, because I think a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, how many do I need to learn? Or which ones? And then I'm trying to do it so it's not overwhelming, that it's really specific to the topic. So, because I can imagine that it's overwhelming. Excuse me. Sorry.
Yeah, but is it's as you said, if you continue to see them and use them at the end of the day, it will be sticked in your head, and everything will be much easier.
Excuse me.
It's
Yes.
just the more you practice, the better you get. Yeah.
Yeah. And it sounds, I think like in the beginning, it feels weird to use them, but like you say, the
Yeah.
more you use them, then it's just like, oh yeah, okay, that's how you say that. That's a way to say that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't really memorize all of the phrase in the of the class, but sometimes those phrase remains in my head, and when I watch the movie or drama, or when I listen native speakers talking, then I realize, oh, Jen was telling us that phrase, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
that makes me really happy.
Yes. That makes me happy. That's what I'm hoping for. That like you see these and you're like, I've never heard this in my life. And then suddenly you're like, oh, yeah, actually it's right there. People actually use that. So that is my hope. Yay.
Yeah.
That makes me very happy. I don't know how much time you have. I would add Mohammed and Duania. Or let's see, Mohammed, are you still here? I don't see you. So I need to see you, my dear. Oh, there you are. So let me add Mohammed, Duania, my dear, if you can hold on 1 second. And maybe you two can ask Mohammed some questions about learning English in Egypt, if you don't mind. Do you have a second? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I will add him. Hold on. Let's see if this is going to work. Ta-da. Look at this. Look at how many people we
Hi.
have here. Hey, Mohammed. How are you?
Fine.
Are
Good.
you?
Hi.
Fine. Hi.
So, Yuki and Alicia, what would you like to know about learning English and Egypt?
How do you also use the same alphabet with English in Egypt, or do you use the original alphabet?
Yes, the same alphabet.
Same alphabet.
Yes.
So that would be, sorry, is that Arabic characters or is that, so the other ones?
Arabic characters are different.
Yes.
Exactly different.
Okay. Okay. And do you use Arabic characters? I think, Yuki, that's your question. Or did I not get that right? Do you use Arabic characters or do you use, I forget what we call ours. I have to look and see. Does anybody know? Can somebody tell me in the comments, please? What is the Western letters? I don't know. What do you use?
Arabic characters
Latin.
are different. We have two different letters is kha and ghin.
Okay. Ha and rin?
Kha
Ha.
Oh,
Okay.
and ghin.
And rin. So two different letters, two different styles of letters.
Are
that's
different
about.
between English and Arabic.
Okay. Okay.
So you combine two letters, two alphabet, two kind of alphabet.
Yes.
And is that the similar grammar with English, or the completely different grammar?
I think English is more easier than Arabic.
Really? Yeah.
grammar.
Okay.
So it's interesting. Everyone's saying the English is a more simple and easy.
It's the fast food language. Okay. Elsie, have you got a question for Mohammed?
Yeah. Hi, Mohammed.
Hi.
If I remember well, you did study at the university, right?
Yes, I'm graduated.
Okay. How many hours per week did you study at the university? I mean, just English. I'm talking about English.
English is a subject already.
Yeah, the subject English, but how many hours per week was embedded in the program?
If I have assignment, I do it. If I don't have, I just I have a quick review on the lectures, and that's it.
Okay, so it depended on what you had going on in the subject, but you had English at university. Is that correct?
Yes, subject is the main subject.
Oh, so
in-
English was a main subject.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Okay. And did you learn, when did you start learning English? When do kids typically learn English in the Egyptian school system?
It depends if you are in private school or
Right.
government school.
Okay. Were you in public or private?
Private.
Okay. So when did you start learning?
Kindergarten. When I was
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Okay. In kindergarten as well. Okay. Any other questions for Mohammed?
No.
No. Yuki?
Well, what else? Other language do you speak or do you learn? Have you learned other than English?
I took French a little bit.
French
Okay, so a
and
little bit of
German?
French. Okay.
French sounds difficult, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yes, because a different pronunciation.
Okay. The pronunciation is very difficult.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, for you, which language was the best, easiest to learn? or
Eh.
you prefer which language to study?
And for me, English, because a good localization, language localization.
Okay. So let's end this our conversation, the three of us, and I want to see if I can grab Dunia again. She's gone out of the thing. Thank you for your patience. If you want to come and speak with me, you can. But like it seems like most people are learning English because it's a language you can connect with people the most and it's the easiest. But if you could learn any language, I think Alessio, for you, Spanish.
Yeah.
That's like what somehow it just feels good to you. You just love the sound of it or something, right?
Yeah, mainly it's just because it's one of the more, after English is one of the more speaker.
Widely used.
It was the use, yeah.
Okay. So you're going for practical again. Yuki, what language would you go for? If you could learn any
German.
language.
German.
Sorry? German. Okay. And why German? Why German?
Because as you know, I love Deutschland and Austria and somewhere around there. So when I visit there, the German language is more useful than English, I think.
Yes, sure. Okay. And Mohammed, any language that you can learn, which one and why?
Chinese.
Chinese. Okay, why?
Because China is going powerful.
It's going to be the most powerful language or the most powerful country. Okay.
Nowadays.
Okay. Okay. So thank you, everyone. Alessio, you've got your money. That looked very nice. It's payday. Woo-hoo, let's go.
Hi. I already to start.
I think so. It's fun to run
fly,
errands
to
with you.
take a
We should do
flight.
this again. Next stop, dry cleaners. Let's do it. So cool. I love the 21st century. It's so much fun. Thank you, everyone, for joining. So I'm going to say goodbye, and then I'm going to read the comments. And there were a couple of people who wanted to join me. So if you would like to join me, then pop on in. I will send the link again in the comments. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts.
Thank you,
folks.
Jen.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Have a good
Bye.
evening, Yuki. Bye. Yeah, it's
Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye, Mohammed.
Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. All right. Oops. And okay, everybody should be gone. Okay. Dunia, I think you were here and very patient. I don't know. Let me add you. Oh no, remove. Okay. If you would like to join, then I would love to talk to you. I'm sorry it took so long. Read your comments. If anybody wants to join, you're more than welcome to. Karina, I'd love to participate. I don't know how to turn the camera on the cell phone. It's still, if you want to, last couple of minutes, I will copy the link here. There you are, my dear. Okay, let me add you real quick. Hold on. Oops, paste. And here we go. Thank you so much. Here, let me add you. Doop, doop. Hello.
Hello, Jen.
Hi, dear. Thank you so much for your patience. I'm sorry.
I
can see you
no problem.
in the waiting room, and I'm like, I don't know how to communicate. Just wait 1 second, please, my dear.
No problem. I have some connection issues. That's why that's why I had some connection issues.
Okay, so I'm Jen. I don't think that we've ever met before, have we?
No, it's my first time.
Wonderful. Very, very cool. And were you in the Iwa live stream just now?
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you for coming and hopping on over with us over here. Thank you. And where are you right now?
I'm in Morocco. I'm living in Morocco and in Casablanca.
In Casablanca. Oh, I'd love to come and visit Casablanca. I'd love to come to Morocco.
Welcome. You're more than welcome.
Thank you. And so how long have you been learning English?
So I've started my journey with English, I think, few years ago at school. We in Moroccan school, in private Moroccan school, we have English class at maybe 11 years old. It's like a French system. I was in a bilingual system. It means French and Arabic system, but I wasn't really good at English at school. When I went to the university, we haven't English. Um, and after that, maybe few years ago, after my graduation, I was interested and I tried to communicate in English. But really, I took it seriously few months ago. I think
Okay.
8 or 9 months ago. I took it seriously, and I tried. I still try to learn by myself on YouTube channel, finding some resources there and there. I took class, online class,
Like a
and
private
that's it.
one?
Yes.
Okay. And what are some things that you have found helpful? Because your English is really good. I mean, that you've
I
only no, you're doing a great
I'm not
6 to 9
sure.
months and like long time no English. You're doing a great job. Give yourself a little pat on the back.
I'm
Take a moment.
trying
There you go. There you go.
to congratulate myself, but it's not good enough for me. Maybe I'm so how can I say it? I am French. Thing I think in French is more than because I studied in French.
Yes.
I think in French. My even the Moroccan dialect is my mother tongue, but all my studies and all my interaction at work are in French.
Yes.
Then sometimes when I try to find a word in English, I have automatically the word in French.
Yeah, that's normal though. That's so normal. When you start tackling the third language, then you always go back to the other one. That's so normal.
Exigent. I don't know if this word exists in English or not, but I am
Which word? Sorry.
exigeant. I'm picky. I'm looking for perfection. That's why I
Aha.
find my English not enough.
So okay, because this is something that I struggle with a lot of students. This concept of fluent, right? It sounds to me like you're like, oh, I need to be fluent, whatever the hell that is. So what is fluent to you? Like, what would you want to happen? What would make it so that you could be like, okay, I'm doing a pretty good job?
I am C2 in French, and I aim the same level, the same fluency. I want to reach this level where I think in French. The nights when I will dream in English, I will get up and tell. I will wake up and tell, yes, I did it. I make it. I made it.
Okay. Okay, so your goal is to dream in English. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay.
Because when you reach this level of dreaming in English, the language is in your gut.
Yeah. Yeah. Good
It's
word.
a part of you.
Yeah. I'm going to write this word because it's not such a common word. Gut, G-U-T. So it's in your stomach, but it's kind of like it's more like instinctive, right? It goes more into like this in your system. It's in your gut. Sorry. Okay. And are you learning English more for work or for pleasure or
Both
yes? Okay.
work, pleasure, and I have a nephew. He's English native. My children also talk in English, speak in English.
Yeah.
And then I think it's English. Uh, if you want to access at some materials, some resources on internet or anywhere else, you have um, to master this language. I like reading, I like watching movies, series, and it's better. And it's better to watch it or to see it in the primary language, in the original language.
Yeah.
The first time I watched this, the first time I watched a movie in the original language, I was astonished. Really, this
Which
is
movie was it?
it was. I was astonished. I was it was like a revelation. It was like um, I don't know how to say it, but I told myself I lost so I lost a lot of time watching it in French or in other language because it's not the same meaning,
Yeah.
it's not the same
Yeah.
joke, it's not the
Yeah.
same
Yeah.
um,
Feeling.
yes.
Yes. Which movie was that?
No, I'm on Netflix, but I don't remember what
Okay.
was the first. It was a series. I'm sure.
Okay.
Yes, let me see. It was alors. I think it was Suit or House.
Yes.
I don't know exactly.
Okay.
Suit or House. I used to watch it in French, and the meaning was different. The jokes was different.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. I think especially humor is so much different when you watch it in the native language and the original
Yes.
language. It's night and day. I cannot watch an American film, especially it's the worst. I'm like, oh my gosh, I know this is no good.
And Friends, and also Friends.
Yeah, it's
The
hard to
series
do.
Friends.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. So watching series, watching movies in the native language, having private tutors, anything that is there something that everyone does that you have found isn't useful for you with learning English?
I didn't get what you.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I can repeat, no problem. So everyone has a different method for learning. Everyone
Yes.
has a different idea of what one can do. Is there something that is like typical, this is what everyone does to learn a language that you have found wasn't so good for you?
Um. You know what? My the first time I decided to take it seriously, I turned off the subtitle and the language in English for all my movies and my documentaries, and it was good. It was very difficult in the beginning,
Yeah.
when I start, but after that, it's like your ear get used to it
Yes.
step by step.
Yeah.
You even you don't. It was useful about grammar and grammar. The most grammar I learned, it was on YouTube. It was
Okay.
very easy when I went to work, when I was heading work in the morning. I just put one or two. I just put a video about grammar and I listened. It was useful, but speaking
Yeah.
was very. It's still hard because I have had a lot of passive words in my head
Mm-hmm.
because I
Mm-hmm.
I understand a lot of thing of vocabulary of sentence, but when it comes to speaking and to express myself, it was very hard. I tried shadowing. It doesn't
Yes.
help. It
No.
doesn't help me.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
No, 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 no. Okay,
I
what
try it.
aspects? Okay, okay,
I
and
try it. It doesn't help me.
okay,
Maybe because I found this awkward. I think.
yeah, okay.
It
Okay.
was awkward. It was weird for me to try. It's not. It doesn't help. Maybe it helps. Maybe I don't know. But it was not effective as I would like.
Yes. Okay.
Maybe.
Your expectations were higher
Yes.
than. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
My expectation was very higher.
Yeah.
I also tried the method of learning 10 words per day.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's I'm not very convinced about it, but really what's really helped, in my opinion, is to be a part to a community in
Yeah.
a platform
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
when you can meet some people and at this without any fear, without any judgment, and you can
Yeah.
talk to people all around the world,
Yeah.
you can talk about your life, family, daily, or other subjects. This one was very helpful.
Yeah. Welcome to our community too, because that's
Thank you.
absolute the vibe
Yes.
here as well. This I love everybody who comes and shows up here regularly. Which I try to offer lessons where there's a lot of variety, a lot of different subjects. My goal is to present a topic and everyone's like, ugh, do we really have to? And in the end, you're like, huh, I never knew that I felt that way. I try to make it so it's like stuff that we all kind of learn together and in this community. So I hope you will participate more. And
I hope
um,
to.
yeah, I would love it. Love it. Love it.
I
I'm
would love
so
it.
grateful for you to come and introduce yourself to us. And how do I pronounce your name, my dear? I've just realized
Dunya, like
Dunya.
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 There
Okay,
is
Dunya.
no, there is no. It's not
No
tricky. It's
magic.
no. Yes.
Just Dunya. Okay.
Dunya.
Dunya, my dear, I appreciate your time greatly.
Thank
And
you so
welcome to
much.
our community. We will go live tomorrow at 3 p.m. German time, so the same time as today on Iwa. Tomorrow will be the second half of this live stream. So I hope you will be able to make it.
Thank you so much. I would love to be there tomorrow, and I appreciate your help and your dedication for the community.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Take care, my dear. Have a lovely evening.
Hi, hi. Bye, everybody. Bye, Jen.
Bye. Bye,
Bye.
Dunya. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining. This is so awesome. This is wonderful. 2 new people and some familiar faces. That's exactly the way that it should work. Let me take a look and see some comments because I want to hear what you have to say. Renit, you were saying something about in Albania. I see that things have changed. Cool, because in the capital, most teenagers and most children and teenagers have started communicating in English and share stories on status in this language. Yeah, and I think that's a social media thing, right? They have, sorry, excuse me. And I'm going around in a circle here. When I was in EEUU, I saw programs for kids like Dora the Explorer. That was great for learning new words. I cannot hear the word backpack without going backpack, backpack. I drive Peter crazy. Let's see. Yuki saying, yes, it is. Kanji is very difficult. Renit, even more, they have forgotten or not used many words in native language and have replaced it with English ones. That's also an interesting point. I find in Germany too, that since I've moved here in 96, so many words have become more and more taken over by English words. Like when I first moved here, a meeting was a Besprechung, and nobody uses that word anymore. They all say meeting. So there's all these words that you actually have in German that are just no longer used. So I don't know what that means. Speaky, probably. English is easier than so many languages. And I've not learned yet. Is there no connection? I hope there was. Yes, give us money, right, Martha? Really good gut. So in your stomach, you have your gut. This is like where your stomach is, your intestines, and you can have a gut feeling. This is something that's sort of an instinctual feeling. Karina, 3 years ago, I learned Chinese, but I found it quite difficult because they write by drawing and use different tones. However, I find it interesting how they spiritually connect everything. Ooh, that's cool. I didn't realize that. I learned recently, a couple years ago, that in Chinese, I think that they don't have different tenses. So everything is the same tense, and you use like yesterday to show that it's something in the past. Karina, do you know if that's true or not? Japanese also uses Chinese characters. No Japanese knows all of those. Okay. Your English is perfect. Hello, Lorena and Karina. I missed your messages before. Okay, that was so sorry. Welcome, new classmates, right? Welcome. Tomorrow there's a live again. Mario, absolutely. There's a live again tomorrow. I'll type it in the comments. It's 3 p.m. That is, oops, not 3 with an umlaut, 3 p.m. Central European time. So that's in Germany, right? So if you look at your time in comparison to Germany, it's the same time that we went live today on EWA from 3 to 4-ish. Let's see. I try to connect to you next Tuesday. Okay, cool. Because I can't connect to you now, I will ask my daughter to teach me. Okay, no problem. And if you want to come live and not turn on your camera, no worries. Hello, Brad. Hello. Yes, okay. So, okay. All right. So, folks, I've caught up with all of your comments. Spiraling around. I'm back. Goodbye.